Good afternoon, everybody. Hope that all is well with each and every one of y'all. Y'all know the routine. Get these hands cleaned up here. I hope that everybody is in safe. Those of you that didn't have to go out in this snow that's here in our area, I hope you didn't go out. And those of you that had to go out because you had no other choice, I hope that you guys are being safe and driving cautiously. Driving for yourself and everybody else. Well, y'all know it's almost lunchtime. Well, it is lunchtime. I'm a little behind. But I just started getting hungry right now. And I had a taste for some chicken livers. So that's what we'll be having. Some smothered chicken livers with my little veggies and some steamed rice. So let me tell you what you guys will need. I have 1 tablespoon of Worcestershire sauce. I have 1 tablespoon of white vinegar, 1 tablespoon of onion soup mix, 1 tablespoon of cornstarch, 1 tablespoon of chives. I should have called this the 1 tablespoon recipe for this chicken livers because that's everything is just about 1 tablespoon. I have 1 nice tablespoon of minced garlic, 1 tablespoon of paprika, 1 tablespoon of black pepper, 1 tablespoon of granulated garlic, 1 tablespoon of onion powder, and 1 tablespoon of seasoned salt. I also have approximately 1.5 cups of flour. I have, for my cornstarch, we're going to be needing 2 tablespoons of water. I like to use cold water for my cornstarch for this recipe. So that's what we'll be using. I have 1/2 of a green bell pepper, bell pepper, whatever you call it. That's what we'll have. I have 1 large yellow onion. And I have that just kind of, I left it like for the onion rings type of length. And I just cut them in half. So I just peeled it, sliced them in circles, and just went straight down the middle to get these half of rings. I have one sweet yellow pepper, 1 sweet orange pepper, 1 green onion, and 1 vine ripe tomato. And I have a 1/2 pound of chicken livers. For the chicken livers, I've already cleaned them and I've removed the membranes and as much fat as I possibly could. And let me see, y'all. Oh, and I have olive oil. So we'll get this pan going and get this olive oil in there. I'm going to use about maybe a half, not a half, no. I'm going to use like a 1/4 cup of olive oil to fry my chicken livers in. So I was having a taste for the chicken livers, and so that's what we'll be having. You know, I actually would love to go out, but like I said, the weather is so bad, so I'm trying not to get cabin fever because I've been in this house for 2 days, and I'm a free bird. I'm a Leo. I like to move when I want to, do what I want to, whenever I want to. So this is you know, it's a little challenging. Nonetheless, I am blessed to have somewhere to be on this cold day, to have a home to come to. So I'm blessed with that. But I'm still human, and I am getting cabin fever a little bit. So let me get my little stuff going here. So as soon as the water droplets, because I just rinsed this pan out. So as soon as my little water droplets leave, I'll drop this oil into this pan, and we'll get this recipe started. We'll get going. Put this paper in the garbage here. So yeah. Drinking on a little bit of Moscato sangria. So they mixed Moscato and sangria wine together, and I just threw a couple of strawberries in there. Not too sweet, so I like that. You know, just kind of nice and mellow. You know, I'll get on here soon and do like a couple of drink recipes. Since the spring will be coming soon, we'll do a couple of recipes for some drinks. But for right now, we're gonna focus on this food. Y'all know I'm part Mississippian and part Georgian, so when you mix that Mississippi blood and that Georgian blood together, you get a good cook. Just to let y'all know that. So yeah, we're gonna use about that much oil. That's about a quarter cup. And I got that flame up kind of high, but I'm gonna turn it down. Just want to get the water droplets out. So I'm gonna put that on like a medium to low heat just for now. And I'm gonna take my chicken livers, get that paprika, garlic powder, onion powder, seasoned salt, all that good stuff right on up in there. I'm gonna get that in there. I'm gonna just give it a little toss real quick. That pepper is about to make me sneeze. I just want y'all to know that. So I'm gonna try to refrain. I'm gonna throw my Worcestershire sauce. I'm gonna throw that right on in there. Even though I prefer to say Worcestershire. Give it a nice little stir. I'm gonna put my onion soup mix in there. Doesn't matter what brand. This is like a little off brand of onion soup mix. Hold my little tongs so they won't fall out. Put my dirty utensils and stuff into the sink, the bowls. So yeah, let me let y'all see. So yeah, I removed the fat and the membrane off of there, so you get like a little clean cut piece of liver. A lot of people don't like livers, but I do. I love them. And this recipe can be used on beef liver. This is chicken liver right here, but you can use it on beef liver, chicken liver, pork liver if you eat pork. I think that what I will eventually do for my vegetarians is I'll come back and I'll do some mushrooms for you guys. That way you guys will be able to enjoy this recipe as well. Get that mixed up in there real good. And the thing about livers, they absorb. Livers, when you're cooking with them and you put your seasoning on, the liver absorbs kind of rapidly. So, you know, you don't even, this is a meat that never has to be marinated. As long as you put your seasonings on there, it's going to sink right in. Soak it right on up. Let me sit this down for a second, y'all. Move that over. And I'm going to turn my flame up a little higher. Okay, now I have it on like a medium. That's about medium. And I'm going to take my chicken livers over here. So yeah, when I do this recipe for my vegetarians, we'll do a the oyster mushrooms. I'm sorry. We'll do the oyster mushrooms, and I'll use this recipe. So right now I'm going to batter my livers. Dredge them, batter them, whatever you want to call it. We're getting that flour on these bad boys. And this is something that doesn't take a long time to cook. So I've already cooked my rice. So I'm about to have a little steamed rice with it. But you could just eat these chicken livers. They could be eaten by themselves as an appetizer or as a main course. Just by themselves without any, you don't have to have any starches or anything with them. You know, the flour and then the vegetables will be in there. So that's good enough, because sometimes I do eat my chicken livers like that. Yeah, batter them up real good. And I'll just shake them off a little bit. Get them over in this grease so we can get these fried up. Y'all know how I get when I get hungry. I be ready to eat. And I don't want nothing that's going to take no long time, especially when I'm eating lunch. Like, I need to get up in here, get this food done, get it on my plate so I can break it off. That's what my concern is. So, yeah. I don't know why I always frown when I'm handling meat. I don't know why I'm not a vegetarian, because I definitely be frowning. I'll handle the meat, but I still frown about it. Get the rest of these chicken livers up in here. Now, when you're doing this recipe, feel free to fry your livers however you want to. If you want to fry it hard, fry them hard. If you like them soft, fry them soft. Just make sure that they're well done. With the beef, the beef doesn't have to be well done, which y'all know that you can cook it how you want. But with these chicken livers, they have to be well. You have to make sure that they're well done. You know, you don't want to get salmonella poisoning or anything like that. Well, I'll just say any type of food poisoning. You don't want to get that. You want to make sure that this poultry is done. Checking my pan to see if I need to add a little bit more cooking oil, but I don't think that I need to. I think that this amount that I'm using is sufficient enough. Yeah, so I hope that all of you guys have been doing good during this retrograde. You know, Mercury is in retrograde again. It'll be ending soon. We have like a few more days. Maybe I think Monday, the 21st, is the last day for this retrograde. And for those of you that are not familiar with what a retrograde is, the planet Mercury is in retrograde, and what that means is that during this period of time, the planets seem to be moving backwards. You know, instead of going like that, they'll be going in the opposite. They're still going this way, but they appear to be going in the opposite direction, and it kind of throws us off a little bit, you know, until that period is over. And I'm going to add a little bit more oil, you guys. It throws us off because it throws off like our communication with others. Sometimes our emotions, you know, we don't know whether we're going forward or going backwards. You know, just kind of has us feeling a little bit off track. Has us feeling a little off track for that duration of time. But I like to use this time to meditate and just reflect and not do too much. You know, I don't like to start like new projects during retrograde. I like to wait until everything is over because, like I said, sometimes communication can be off, and sometimes like our electronics, they'll malfunction. Like you may be trying to figure out what in the heck is going on with my internet service when the whole time it's retrograde. So sometimes it'll disconnect. That's just how it goes. You know, for those that are familiar with what I'm talking about, y'all already know. You know, during retrograde too, it can kind of make us feel like we're not accomplishing anything, like we're kind of stagnant and either moving too slow or not moving at all, when in reality you're just fine. You know, you can just, like I said, just chill out, relax, meditate. You can take things slower. You know, I like to do things slower sometimes anyway, because it allows us to be able to, it enables us to be able to think rationally, you know, and not be so impulsive, you know, and rush, you know, because sometimes when we're rushing and we're impulsive, we miss things, or we make bad decisions, you know. So, you know, just kind of take this time to reflect on yourself and make improvements on yourself. Not really argue with anybody, you know. We really shouldn't be arguing anyway, but sometimes, you know, we have to get that point across. When that ego jump in there, you just kind of like all over the place, and you want to let people know, like, hey, this ain't that, and I'm not just gonna let you walk all over me, you know, that kind of stuff. You know, I understand that. But for the most part, if you can be peaceful, be peaceful. You know, and that's just my little recommendation. But you know, we all got free will, and we're gonna do what we want to do. So, you know, and that's fine. Those are just my little thoughts and things that I wanted to share from my heart with y'all. So these chicken livers, they're doing their thing, y'all. They're getting done. Y'all know I like to turn that flame up a little higher. I like to turn my flame up, but I'm not going to turn it up. I'm going to leave it like this. I'm going to leave it just like this. And I am going to, I think I'm going to wash my tongs off because they still have like a little bit of raw liver on there. So I'm going to wash these off, y'all. Give me a second. Get some soap and water on these bad boys. All right. Getting these cleaned up here. And I think I'll be back on here today, y'all. I think I want to make some chicken and dumplings for dinner. I'll be making that, and I also have a taste for some succotash. So if you guys aren't familiar with succotash, If you're from down south, you know what succotash is. But anyway, for those of you that don't know what succotash is, it's a mixture of, it's like a okra gumbo. It has corn. Well, in mine, I'll put corn, okra, tomatoes, onions, things like that. And I kind of got a taste for that for today, so I'll probably come back later and make that. So right now, y'all, I'm throwing in my peppers. All of my peppers are going in. And get my orange sweet pepper and put that in there. And my onions. See, now when I make this dish, this is a large yellow onion. I'm using all of my onions because when I'm eating livers, I need all of my onions. I need them to be in there. It makes the dish taste good. You know, the onions and the green bell pepper, that flavor. I like that. You know, tastes real good to me. So this is how I make mine. Get my stuff on in there. And I'm going to need my wooden spoon for this because I don't want to scratch my pan or messing around with my metal tongs. Look at that, y'all. Y'all know how I am about these colors. Oh, beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. I hope that you guys enjoyed your Valentine's Day. I hope that you guys were, y'all know how I am about love. I hope that you guys are able to love on somebody. You allow somebody to love on y'all. I hope y'all got some nice gifts. You know, I hope y'all gave some nice gifts. That's always cool. You know, I know I enjoyed myself. You know, I really did. I am so blessed. I am truly, truly blessed to be loved. Got my tomatoes in there. These hands are gonna stop here. Yeah, so now I've added that red. See how the tomatoes look? Got those in there. Now I'm gonna I want my vinegar. This is my vinegar, y'all. My tablespoon of white vinegar. Put that right in there. You know what? There was one more thing that I add to this recipe that I didn't put on there, but once I put my garlic in there, I'll let you guys know. I'm gonna do my garlic and my green onion, and then I'll get my other ingredient that I like to add to this recipe. And it's still Black History Month, so y'all know I'm representing Ron DMC. Got my little Ron DMC t-shirt on. Rest in peace, Jam Master J. Got on my little Adidas, y'all. You know, just trying to let my people know that I love them. You know, for all of my black men, I need y'all to know that y'all are loved. Y'all appreciate it. You know, y'all are educators. Y'all are protectors. Y'all are providers. You guys are our fathers, our sons, our brothers, cousins, lovers. And I just want y'all to know that I personally appreciate and love each and every one of y'all to the fullest. My black women, y'all already know I love y'all. But I'm speaking specifically to our black brothers. Like, I need y'all to know that I love y'all. And y'all mean so much to black women that y'all have no idea how instrumental and how important you guys are to us. Very, very important. So make sure you be good to the ladies, y'all. Be good to us. Okay, y'all. Now I'm going to get that other ingredient, which is a lime. So let me get my lime. The lime, y'all, is optional. It's up to y'all. You don't have to use it, but I'm using it because y'all know I love tangy, twangy things. So I'm going to squeeze my lime a little bit here, and I'm going to rinse it off. Got my little vegetable spray. Try to get rid of a couple of pesticides, you know. Man, I was watching the news, man, and I saw that, excuse me, this spray, even though this spray is natural, it has something in there that kind of does something to my throat a little bit. Anyway, Chrissy Teigens, y'all, I was watching her, and she bit an orange. She said it was a peculiar orange. If it was peculiar, I don't know why she bit it, but she did. And her lips, they were swollen. They were swollen. I was like, oh my God. So yeah, I try to get the little pesticides off, you know, if I can. Do what I can. You can use like a half of a lime or a quarter cut portion of the lime. That's what I'm using. I'm gonna use a quarter size amount. This is a nice juicy lime too. Squeeze that right on in there. Just like that. and discard the rest. So yeah, this is looking real good. I put that garlic in there last. I put the other vegetables in first, and then the garlic last, because sometimes garlic will burn. So I didn't want my garlic to burn. So now that this is doing what I needed to do, I'm gonna turn that flame up just a little bit higher, and now I'm going to add in my cornstarch. And y'all remember, I got my cornstarch. I got my 1 tablespoon of cornstarch, and I'm going in with 2 cold tablespoons of water to add to this. But I'm going to let my livers crisp a little bit more, and then I'll go in with my cornstarch. Y'all feel free to measure, but y'all know I'm a freestyler. You know, I'm going to stir this up a little bit. I'm going to look at my pan and see if I need to add a little bit more oil. Everything seems to be doing fine, because this pan that I have has that, it's that copper pan, and so nothing really sticks to it. But, you know, I'm just more concerned about, oh no, I'm good. I'm good. I was a little bit concerned about the crispiness of my livers, but they seem to be doing just fine. I'll pick one up and show you guys. Once I turn this little thing around, see that? That's how I like for mine to be, a little nice crisp on there. So yeah. Oh, look at these onions. I think I'm more in love with the onions than the damn chicken livers. Go figure. These are doing good. So yeah, I'm gonna let this cook a few more minutes, y'all. You know, and if you guys, with the cornstarch and the water, that's just to give me a little thickener. But if you want to enjoy this meal just like this without adding any liquids or anything, feel free to do so, because I would definitely eat this like this. It's just that I'm gonna do my little thickener, which is not gonna be much, but just enough to kind of, it's gonna do what I needed to do. It's gonna do what I needed to do. My tomatoes are breaking down. They're lovely. Yes. See how high I got the stove. Going up a little higher, y'all. Cooking on a high flame. Cooking on a high flame. Let that do what it do. Smells delicious. Like my son says. Smells absolutely delicious. Yeah. I can't remember the name of this restaurant, but there was this one restaurant that my dad and I used to go to, and they sold chicken livers, and they were fried with the onions. My daddy and I would sit there and order those chicken livers, and I'm talking about just bang them. They were so delicious. But I don't even know if that restaurant is still open. Hell, I can't even remember the name of it. Okay, I'm going in with my cornstarch mixture, you guys. And you know what else? I'm gonna add a little bit more. I'm gonna add a little bit more water, and I want some more Worcestershire sauce, you know. Now, because this is mine and I'm gonna eat it, I'm adding in a little bit more water, and that's about a little less than a 1/4 cup. Now I'm gonna turn the flame down now, because just see that I got my little liquid that I was looking for. But like I said, if you don't want liquid, you don't have to do all of what I just did. I'm going in for a little bit more Worcestershire sauce, because I'm the one that's gonna eat this. So that's approximately 2 more tablespoons of Worcestershire sauce. Worcestershire, whatever. I've added it in. It looks and smells delicious. And I think that I have prepared this meal in under, I know that I prepared it in under 1 hour, but I'm going to say maybe 30 minutes. You know, I'm not really certain, but I think this is around 30 minutes. So I'm going to let my cornstarch do what it does. I'm going to get my rice ready. Look at that, y'all. Look at that. That's what I like. You see my pieces of garlic? I like the garlic. And then you have the tomato, red from the tomato. The tomatoes have broken down. That's how I like my tomatoes. My onions are still whole, not mushy. You know, I'm going to be able to enjoy them. Sometimes onions can get a little, they can act a little freakish up in there and kind of break down a little bit too much. But this is how I like mine. And that, when you're cooking with yellow onions, when they cook, they'll kind of, when they break down, they'll become sweeter. I kind of like that. You know, not as sweet as like a Vidalia onion or something like that, but sweet enough to where you can taste it. My last ingredient, if I did not mention that I had chives, I do. And this is approximately 1 tablespoon of chives. So I'm going to put those on top because this is the end of my meal preparation here. And so I got those on there. Everything else is in there. Give my hands a good wash right here. Messing around with that poultry. Gotta make sure that we're not cross-contaminating anything. Chicken livers have a lot of protein too, so it's not a. This isn't a bad meal. You know, if you eat liver. Some people don't eat liver. I tend to like it. I tend to like it. Yes, 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 yes. It looks good, it smells good. Now, I have my liquid in there, but I'm letting it cook down a little bit more. Because that's the way I want it. I'm looking for a certain taste, so I know what I'm doing. Let me give him a little sweeper here. Yes, now see that rice is just right. See, this rice is so firm, I have to break it up. The last time I cooked my rice in my other video, I cooked it too much. Even though it was still enjoyable, I like for it to be firm. This is firm. Yes. Nice and firm. Just about ready, y'all. Just about ready. Okay. I'm going on top of there. Let me get some. I keep cooking. Y'all, it's so funny because when you left-handed, stuff be weird. Let me get my little. I done cut a piece of. This is so funny because this happens to me. Even though I wash my vegetables off, I done cooked a piece of label in there. But guess what? I'm about to eat this food. So yeah, let me get my chicken livers on this plate because I'm about to bang this food. Yes, Lord. Look at that. I need some more of these onions, y'all. I'm telling y'all, I be living for these onions. That's what I live for. Getting these onions and these vegetables. Chicken livers, y'all good now. Y'all know I talk to my food. Chicken livers look good and they gonna taste good and all that good stuff, but those onions, oh my. I'm gonna get one more little piece of liver. Which piece do I want? Oh, that nice crispy piece, y'all. That's the one. That's the one. Come on here, onions. Get on that plate. Get on there. Yeah, so when I'm eating my chicken livers, y'all, I'm gonna tell you, I'm gonna hit mine with a little bit of this green sauce. Cause when I'm doing my livers, I gotta have a little spice. I still got my pan going too, y'all, cause I'm gonna let it dry a little bit more. I'm sorry, y'all. This what I do. This is what I do. I like that. I can't have my original hot like I like, but I can't have that green mild one. So I usually put some jalapenos in here. Try to find me some hot ones, but because that belly ain't right and I can't have as much hot and spice as I normally like to have, I'm gonna have to roll with my green sauce on my chicken livers. Found my little favorite fork here. Come on over here to this camera, y'all. Oh, my baby looks so, oh, you look so good. You look so, so good. Let's see what you taste like. Yeah, see, I was able to get that fat off and that membrane off. And all you have to do to remove that, because from any liver, like beef, chicken, or whatever, when you're taking the membrane off, just kind of lay it on a flat surface. Get you a real sharp knife And just kind of go through it. It'll come right out. All right, come on. Let me get that pepper on that too. Now we gotta do this thing right. Let me turn this off. Okay. Oh, it's already off. Okay. These onions are so fire. They are. Oh my God. And this liver. It's so tender. I'm gonna tell you that vinegar and that lime is gonna do the trick when y'all make this. So please remember to, you don't have to add it, but I would suggest if you want the full effect and the taste that I'm getting and what I'm enjoying, add them. Oh man. It's so good. And that bite was hot, but y'all never know it because you ain't gonna get me on there. The memes. Y'all, and then this rice is firm, so this is perfect for this meal. I can't wait till my yoga starts back because my posture is so off. It's like I'm always hunched over, so I try to remember to, try to stand up straight because I can't wait till this pandemic is over. And that way we can get back to everything, which I think is going to be a while before it gets back fully normal, but that's okay. I'm still hopeful, and I still got good food. Thank you, Jesus, for that. Yeah, I'm almost certain that I cooked this food in under 30 minutes. So, if you got some chicken livers, take them out. Try this recipe. You don't have to cook a lot. Like, I had a pound of chicken livers, but I didn't cook the entire pound because I'm just cooking for me. This is enough. So I have enough for now. I actually have enough for 2 more meals, but this will probably be the only time that I'll eat this today. But I can't freeze this. And it'll be just fine. And let me get that blood pumping. The garlic is so good, y'all. It's so good. I'm supposed to be sitting down, enjoying my lunch, but y'all know I love y'all, so I be needing to show y'all that this food is good. So I post pictures of food, and people say, well, it looks good, but I want y'all to actually see me eat this food because this mess is good. And when I cook it, I always tell y'all I put a lot of love and my soul in my food. Especially, I do that anyway when I'm making it for other people. But, when you cook it for yourself, you got to be good to yourself. You know what I'm saying? I love myself. I'm in love with myself. So when I make my food, I'm going to put all that love into my food. Because I'm putting it into my body to nourish me. Mind, body, and spirit. All right, y'all. Oh, and the green onions. These yellow onions, they don't overpower the chives, and they do not overpower those green onions. When I eat this food, when I bite into any one of these vegetables, I can taste these vegetables. That lime and that vinegar gives me that tangy, twangy taste that I love. And my yellow and orange peppers and my green peppers give me that slight sweetness with that tomato. The tomato just tops it off. Adds a little extra sweet, but not too sweet because I use the vine right. Well, I'm gonna go sit down and find me something on TV. I'm looking for, if anybody knows of any good spooky movies or scary movies, put them in the comments. I love a good scary movie. So, I'm gonna eat this food. I'm gonna enjoy the rest of this blessed day. And I'm saying deuces. Love y'all.